This hourglass represents your willpower over the course of a normal month. Traditional budgeting asks you to track every expense, pay all your bills, and then attempt to save whatever sand is left at the very end. The flaw in this model is that it relies entirely on your executive function, right at the moment when your mental energy is most depleted. The pay yourself first method solves this by flipping the timeline. You prioritize your savings goals above all discretionary spending, moving the money into savings immediately before you have the chance to spend it. To build this system, you only need 3 specific things in front of you: your most recent pay stub, the login credentials for your employer's HR portal, and the routing and account numbers for the destination accounts you want to fund. Removing human decision-making from the act of saving transforms wealth building into a mathematical certainty. The 50-30-20 budgeting framework provides a baseline target. Allocate 20% of your income towards savings and investments, leaving 50% for needs and 30% for flexible spending. If 20% feels unreachable, scale it back to 5%. Establishing the automated habit matters most. This diagram maps out the hub-and-spoke account architecture you need to build. Your primary checking account acts as the central hub, receiving your income, which then immediately routes outward along these distinct paths to separate savings and investment nodes. Keeping your savings and your spending capital commingled in a single checking account inevitably leads to accidental consumption. If the money sits where you can easily swipe your debit card, the temptation to spend it will eventually win. Physically distancing your savings into separate accounts forces you to look at that lower remaining checking balance as your true, absolute spending limit. The most effective way to divert these funds is at the payroll level, intercepting the money before it ever touches your primary bank account. To set this up, log into your employer's HR or payroll portal. Navigate to the payment settings and use those routing numbers you gathered earlier to add your new savings accounts to the direct deposit distribution list. You are typically presented with 2 options to distribute funds: a fixed dollar allocation, which sends a flat amount to an account, or a percentage allocation, which takes a fractional slice of your total pay. The percentage allocation is the mathematically superior choice for long-term wealth building. This bar chart shows your income growing over time. Because your savings is set as a percentage, the dollar volume you save automatically scales up whenever you receive a raise or a corporate bonus, without you needing to manually update the system. This mechanical expansion neutralizes lifestyle creep, the tendency to spend more simply because you earn more, by ensuring your savings rate keeps pace with your earnings. Intercepting the funds at the payroll level ensures you pay your future self before you have the chance to perceive the money as spendable income. If you are self-employed or your employer does not support split direct deposits, you will need a manual automation strategy. Look at this transfer screen in a standard banking app. You must schedule the recurring transfer to execute the exact day after payday. With savings secured, focus on fixed expenses. Log into your utility accounts, your insurance portals, and your subscriptions. Enable autopay for all of them. Heavy automation does introduce a specific risk. If a delayed payroll run creates a timing mismatch with an automated bill withdrawal, you could trigger overdraft fees. To mitigate this, you must build a static cash buffer that permanently lives inside your primary checking account. A standard target is to maintain a balance equal to 25% of 1 month's total expenses at all times. Just as this mechanical shock absorber smoothly absorbs a sudden impact, your cash buffer handles the friction of irregular billing cycles and prevents your account balance from hitting zero. A buffered, fully automated outflow system eliminates late fees and protects your credit score, freeing your cognitive load for higher-level financial strategy. Your robotic wealth-building system is now complete. Income arrives, savings are routed away immediately, and your bills pay themselves without manual intervention. Execute this setup within your payroll portal or your banking app today. Look at these gears turning on their own momentum. Once your system is running with this same consistency, you can start your escalation strategy. Set a calendar reminder to log back in 6 months from today and increase your automated savings allocation by exactly 1%. Building a self-sustaining machine ensures that wealth accumulates autonomously in the background of your life, turning financial independence into a mechanical byproduct of your system's design.